Donald Trump says America is ready to destroy every Iranian bridge and power plant by midnight tomorrow if no deal is reached with the regime to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Now, he suggested the destruction would only take 4 hours if there's no agreement that was acceptable to him. His comments came during a news conference where he celebrated what he called the very historic rescue of a US serviceman whose fighter jet came down over Iran last week. Sarah Smith was at the news conference at the White House and has sent us this report.
President Trump was enjoying the traditional Easter festivities at the White House today as the clock is ticking on the imminent deadline he's set for Iran to agree a deal. It is an unlikely sight, the Commander-in-Chief with the First Lady and the Easter Bunny, as he celebrated the rescue of an American airman downed inside Iran.
And what about the rescue that took place yesterday? What about that?
That dramatic rescue prompted the president to make a rare appearance in the White House press room to share the good news and repeat his threat to Iran.
The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. They're going to have no bridges. They're going to have no power plants. Stone Ages, yeah, Stone Ages.
He has delivered many contradictory messages about the conflict, saying both that the war will soon be over and that he will escalate his attacks.
Are you winding this down? Or are you escalating?
I can't tell you. I don't know. I can't tell you. Depends what they do. This is a critical period.
This key bridge just outside Tehran was destroyed by American bombs last week. Deliberately targeting civilian infrastructure, like bridges and power plants, could constitute a war crime and would punish innocent Iranian people.
They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. The Iranians have, and we've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing. Bombs that are dropping near their homes.
That is not what people inside Iran told BBC Persian.
I think more and more people in Iran have realized that Trump doesn't care about them at all. I hate him from the bottom of my heart, and those who support him too.
It feels like we're sinking deeper and deeper into a swamp. What can we do as ordinary people? We can't stop him.
I don't see a bright future for Iranians at the end of this. With all these attacks, Iran won't be a place we can live in anymore.
Negotiations between the US and Iran are taking place, said President Trump. He is demanding a deal that includes the reopening of international shipping lanes in the Straits of Hormuz.
I can tell you that we have an active, willing participant on the other side. They would like to be able to make a deal. I can't say any more than that, but they would like to make a deal.
As talks take place inside Iran, the bombing continues, and the US says it will intensify as the latest deadline approaches. There are now 27 hours to go until Donald Trump's latest deadline, after which he says it could take just 4 hours for the US to destroy most of Iran's infrastructure tomorrow night. Now, it is worth saying that over the course of the 5 weeks so far of this conflict, other deadlines set by Donald Trump have come and gone, with him threatening to bomb Iran back to the Stone Age and then at the last minute extending his time frame. Listening to him in the briefing room today, it was clear that one thing has not changed, and that is his anger towards NATO and particularly the United Kingdom for not offering him more support in his attacks on Iran in this conflict.
Sarah, thank you. Sarah Smith, our North America editor there, live in Washington. And Israel. In Israel, at least 8 people have been injured after Iranian strikes, including from cluster munitions, hit several locations around Tel Aviv. And in the northern city of Haifa, emergency teams recovered the bodies of 4 people who were killed in a missile strike on a residential building yesterday. Here's Lucy Williamson.
This is a war fought from the air and felt on the ground. The bodies of the Gershowitz family, brought out from their basement flat in Haifa today. An elderly couple, their son and his wife. Their apartment block hit by an Iranian missile. It took search teams 18 hours to reach them.
The missile did not explode. We tried to intercept it. There were issues with that. We are still investigating it. It's destroyed almost 50% of the house behind us.
We opened the balcony and we see all the smoky outside, and we hear scream of people like help us, something like that. And it's like a Russian roulette.
Weeks into this war, Iran is still firing at Israel. The real target in these strikes is Israelis' sense of security, and it only takes one missile on one building to hit it. Today, Iran fired more missiles into Israel, including a cluster bomb that hit several sites around Tel Aviv. Israel's prime minister listed its military success in Iran, saying the regime there was weaker than ever. But despite his promise of regional transformation, recent polls suggest the overwhelming support for this war among Jewish Israelis is weakening.
Israelis have learned that they can endure more than they thought. But at the same time, there's just skepticism over big promises that did not come through in Gaza. Hamas is still controlling a large portion of Gaza. Hezbollah is still standing in Lebanon. And even after everything that's happened in Iran, the regime still stands and fights back.
Israeli forces are also fighting Hezbollah in Lebanon, under orders to destroy buildings there using Gaza as a model. The US, not Israel, will decide when to end the war in Iran. But Israelis, already surrounded by unfinished wars, are now asking what will change in their own long conflict with Tehran. Lucy Williamson, BBC News, Haifa.